This is our Forex blog for August 5th, 2016, and it was a very interesting week. Most days were pretty good. I'm going to go over our stats first and show you some of our trades for the week, and also show you some of the new statistical models I use to help improve our trading patterns over time. There's now over 4,500 different patterns in our trading system. Some are breakout trades, some are trend pullback trades, some are counter trend trades using our range projection and our containment bands, and many other statistical tools we come up with that tell us how far the market's supposed to move at different times each day, and that's different for each and every currency. So here's Friday, and keep in mind I do the stats the same way as I've always have. At the end of the day, after I fixed a few patterns and added a few other ones, I do the stats. I keep one set of stats, but you can compare them in each week's video. So here's Friday, 482 pips. The average loss was only 5.5 pips, and the average win is 24. So over 50% winning, maybe 55%, and over 4 times bigger wins than losses. Thursday had more losses, 301 pips, 40 trades. The average loss 7.2 pips, and the average win 17. Wednesday, a lot of losing trades that day, more losing than winning, and only made 166 pips. A lot of losing trades, but they only averaged 7.4 pips, as you can see, and the average win was 15. So they're 2 times bigger wins than losses. That was one of the this in this day right here, the worst days. This one had a ton of losers, but luckily it got a lot of wins too. 76 trades, 409 pips net. Like I said, ton of losing trades, but they only averaged 7 pips. The wins, slightly less wins and losses that day, but they're about 3 times bigger. So that's why it ended up a good day. If it's only 2 times bigger and there's more losses than wins, then it could be a break-even day or small win day. And this looks like Sunday, Monday, only 92 pips. Again, a lot of losers that day, but they only averaged 7.5 pips, and the wins were only 12. So this day you have slightly more losers than wins, but the wins were about 50% bigger than the losers. I try to make patterns have wins that are 2 to 3 times bigger than the losers on average, and also be 55 to 60% or higher winning. And I keep stats of each trade every day. One of the new tools I have helps me analyze all the different trading patterns we have, and I also know how each one does, how many trades happened in the past, what the net was, what the average per trade is, the winning percentage, average win, average loss, and the win-loss ratio. And what this lets me do, and one of the other tools I have, let's just find one here, Index 788. This is a brand new statistical model I came up with that over time is going to really help me fix trades. So for instance, I will paste in these trades that are in our database, get rid of the ID, and then this output window right here will break down those trades, tell me what the win percentage is for the buys and the sells. So for this pattern, the win percentage is 53% and makes 1.79 more on the wins than on the losers. The sells slightly higher winning percentage, but has nearly 4 times wins. And I keep a lot of data for each trade, and all the winning buys are in green, all the winning profitable trades that were sells are in red, and the ones that aren't are on the bottom. So I can go through this when a trade happens on each day, and it will let me paste it in here and compare what happened that day to the past, and also if there are any red flags for this particular trade, I have them highlighted in bold and yellow. So I can compare this particular value. Maybe it's outside of bounds of all the other winning trades, so I'll add an additional rule that will hopefully in the future have a higher winning percentage and get rid of some of the extreme trades. So that's what I'm doing to improve the winning percentage. I think it's going to have a huge impact over the future. Here's a few of the trades from Friday. Nice sell here in the euro dollar, good for about 50 pips. Another one here, good for 50 pips, and the last one of the day, only 10. Here's the pound, about a 25 pip win there at the end. Earlier in the day, it had a nice 50 or 60 pip win here, 12 pip loss there. Another huge 75, 80 pip win earlier in the day, about 10 pips. The New Zealand dollar, only one trade, about 20 pips. Dollar yen, nice 40 or 50 pip trade here, nice 20 pip trade here. This one's probably only 5 pips, and we made about another 40, and another one. Unfortunately, didn't buy this bottom here, because that would have been a beautiful 70 pip win, but you're not going to catch them all. A 5 pip win here, and ended the day with a nice win. And the previous day didn't have any trades at all. But that's it for this week's blog. I just want to highlight what I'm doing. I haven't had a day off in over 2.25 years. I'm obsessed with improving every one of our trading patterns of the past and adding new ones to try to catch certain patterns that are existing. You would think with nearly 5,000 patterns we would catch every big move, but there's literally millions of different combinations of patterns that can happen in the market. So 4,500 is a very tiny percentage of those millions of different combinations, but it is catching a lot of good trades each day. It missed this one here, it missed the other one in the dollar Swiss. This is a nice trend up. You might have bought this narrow range breakout right here, which wouldn't have led to much, but then the next pullback here would have been a profitable trade, and it missed that trade, and missed the next pullback trade. Luckily, it got the counter trend trade at the high. It was in this trade right here a little early, lost, and then caught the trade down. But that's it for this week's Forex blog. Hopefully you find it interesting and realize that I'm 100% committed to making our trading system improve dramatically every week. I released a new version today, 5.080. I try to release one new version of our software each week. Probably about 100 improvements in the trading system this week. So once you load the software, it'll ask you to automatically update it. Click yes, and you'll have our new trading system.